It's February 1st, 2026, and it is our last full moon before we switch over from the snake to the fire horse. And typically I don't talk about this, but it's very important. So I just want to break it down for all of you to understand that the snake was always about clearing, releasing, shedding all of the layers that you've been carrying for so long. And before you enter into the next phase of energy, which is the fire horse, you want to be making sure that you are really clearing and releasing to the best of your ability. And today is February 1st. Today is a full moon in Leo. Now, Leo is the sign that is always about shining the self, attention. And I want you to bring attention to yourself today. Can you look in the mirror and can you say to yourself, I love you? I am sure that you can say it to your children or your grandchildren or your spouse or your partner or your parents. Can you say it to yourself? How have you been speaking to yourself? And I'm not just talking today, I'm talking, let's just say, for the last year. How much releasing have you been doing? Oftentimes, the harshness, the feelings that we have, even towards ourselves, are buried so deep in ourselves that it takes a while for them to surface. And sometimes they surface and then they need to, it's not deep enough and it needs to keep coming up and coming up and coming up. And so when you think you've worked through something and then you go through something again, it's because that pattern is not completely cleared. It has not been completely shed. Sometimes we bring things in from other lifetimes, and you may not believe in that, and that's okay. But the truth of the matter is, today is the last full moon in the snake. Now, on top of that, the Schumann resonance that I often follow and share with you guys, you can look it up. On the Russian graph, it has been pretty calm, so to speak. I mean, nothing has been calm, but it's been calmer. But then last night, I think it was around 2 or 3 in the morning, this big white energy came in. And what happened with this big white energy, it was a big push, especially if you are someone that has been resisting the releasing, especially if you're still holding on to so much emotion or so much feelings of frustration or anger or whatever is coming up. And today, it could become more explosive. You could be easily triggered. You could find yourself in a situation that you're like, how did I get to this point? Because so much more needs to be released. So I'm saying all of this to you because what it is truly all about today is self-love, self-care, and truly looking at where you can clear once and for all. Doing the best that you can with what you feel. This is more about feelings than anything. And each of the organs inside the body carry with those organs emotions. And if you have any feelings or anything rise up in an organ or in a part of the body or in a joint or in some sort of ache or pain, I want you to just look up what is the spiritual meaning of whatever is happening. Because oftentimes what goes on in the physical body is a manifestation of all of the emotional turmoil that has been going on in the energetic body, in the physical body, and it brings it to the surface because you need to know. So Louise Hay has a great book, You Can Heal Your Life, but you can also look it up online. If something is going on, has been going on this weekend, that rises to the surface, for you to investigate so that you can really release what is no longer serving you. We hear those words a lot in the spiritual community, but what does it really mean to really release what no longer serves you? It's letting go of the attachment, letting go of the resistance sometimes, to not just let it go, to not just be in the present moment. And if you haven't listened to the weekly that I did yesterday, a lot of that actually came through, but I didn't even realize that today with the full moon, we are ending the snake year, and we are in this point, like the point of no return. It's time to clear and release and transmute all of this heavy, dense energy so that we can go into the next phase, which is the fire horse. And Neptune just went into Aries, which is a fire sign. So it's igniting the passion inside of you if you're ready. And you're going to see a lot of change in this year in your life. And you're going to look at the end of the year at who you were in February right now to who you are back then. And you're going to see even a bigger change. So do what you can to take care of yourself each and every day, but especially for today. Especially give yourself time. And give yourself the time and the space to do this often. Look at each one of your chakras. And if you're not familiar with the chakras, we will go through it right now just to help you. The root chakra is the chakra of your sense and security on this earth. And do you feel safe? And do you feel supported emotionally and physically? And how does that connect to your heart, how you feel? The heart is the midline of the chakras, so everything connects to the heart. The sacral chakra is the point below your pubic bone, and that is the chakra that is all about your emotional intelligence, and it is all about your creativity and you're birthing something. And how does that connect to your heart? Do you allow yourself to feel all your feelings? Do you nurture and take care of everybody else and forget to take care of yourself? That's a big one, because it's very important now for you to know that you you have permission. Give yourself permission to take care of yourself. And the solar plexus chakra is the powerhouse. That's where your power lies. Are you too strong-willed that you won't allow anyone else to help you, to support you? And how does that affect how you feel? Or are you giving your power away to everyone and everything, and that takes away the power from your powerhouse? And how does that make you feel? We have the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And those we're not really talking about right now, but in meditation, or just sit quietly and tune into, how am I feeling? Do that often for yourself. Start a practice of that, tuning in and seeing how you feel. That is self-love. You do not any longer have to do for everybody else and forget about yourself. Let's shed that today. Let's shed that once and for all. Remember, sometimes we shed it, we think we're done, and then some distraction or some situation comes in and pulls us right back into that. Are you really taking care of yourself? Are you really putting your needs at the forefront of everybody's needs? Are you really being loving and kind to yourself? Are you really sharing and expressing everything you feel? Or are you holding all of those harsh feelings inside and not sharing them? Because they'll manifest in the body, and we don't want that. Your energetic body is just as important as your physical body, and it will continue to show up and show you if you're not doing the inner work. So please commit to doing the inner work starting today. Drink a lot of water, get outside in the sunlight. Those are great things physically. Journaling, saging your space. But you still have to do the inner work. You still have to sit with yourself. You still have to sit with your feelings. And if you need support, find someone to support you, whether it's mental health, whether it's emotional health, and whether it's spiritual health. Your energetic body is important to take care of. So I hope that this helps you guys. It's Sunday, February 1st, and I wish you all a great day. Bye-bye.